And for our next speaker, he'll be coming up here and be talking about something I find very interesting is the topic he's going to be sharing with us, when viewers become owners of content. Now, this is going to be delivered by Umair Masoom, who is CEO and founder of MContent, the world's first watch-to-earn platform designed to convert content viewers into content owners. The platform enables crowdfunding of film production and capital-intensive content creators using blockchain technology and NFTs. This is going to be interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Umair Masoom.
Hey everyone. It's kind of cold here, especially for someone who's coming from the heat of Dubai, right? So yes, as per the introduction, you guys already know my name. I'm Umair. The topic that I've chosen today is actually very interesting because it is about the viewers. And when it comes to the content industry, I think there's a misconception because people are unable to understand the real power center for the content industry. And I would like to just start by asking some of you, who do you think is the most powerful entity or individual within the content industry? And when I say content industry, I'm talking about digital content, I'm talking about film, TV. Anyone wants to answer? Who is the most powerful entity within the content space? No? Is it the producers, directors, the studios? Anyone wants to take a guess? Okay, it doesn't seem like anyone wants to. But okay, so I'll just tell you the most powerful entity is the viewer, right? Because if the viewer stops consuming content, regardless of whatever you're doing, how good your studio is, how good your director is, how good the writer is, and how prolific the stars or the actors and actresses is, if the viewer is not with you, people will not watch your content, right? Because at the end of the day, it's all about the eyeball, it's about the viewer. And every disruption that has happened within the content industry is driven by the viewer. The fact that the behavior and the requirements of the viewer have evolved over a period of time. People believe that technology is the disruptor. No, technology is only the facilitator. The real disruptor is the behavior of the user, which is the viewer in this case. So if we look at how the content industry has evolved over the past 100 years, there used to be a time until the 1940s when people used to consume content primarily via newspapers and radio. And that was the core form of consuming content, right? And at that time, the viewers, they had a need. And that need was to consume content audio-visually. They couldn't consume content audio-visually. And that's when TV and cinema came in. That was the disruptor. And everything before that was irrelevant, right? However, here, now with TV and cinema, there was a problem. The problem for the viewer was that, yes, they could watch, but they could not choose what to watch at what time, at the time of their choice, right? And that is where video on demand came in 2010. And you know how it blew up, whether you're talking about SWOT platforms like Netflix and Amazon, or the AWOT platforms that became the power center of the world, like YouTube or Twitch. So what all of them are doing, they're providing the viewer an opportunity to decide what they want to watch at the time of their choice. So the disruption was not the technology. The disruption was facilitating the real power center, which is the viewer, in terms of catering to their evolving need, right? And now we believe that there is a problem with video on demand as well, because now the user is changing, the viewer is changing. We're talking about Gen Zs. You're talking about audiences that want power. Now they actually want to decide not just what they're going to watch at what time. They actually want to decide what gets produced. They want to be an owner in the content. They want to be a part of the community that creates the content. They want to be co-creators. And that is where blockchain Web3 comes in, because the real use case, and people still don't understand this. People believe that, whoever founded the blockchain, he did it so that people could become rich. It's not a get-quick-rich scheme. It is a facilitator. The blockchain is a facilitator which allows decentralization. It looks at industries where centralization is a problem And the blockchain enables you to decentralize. It allows you to take out the middlemen. It allows you to bring the power back to the user. And in our case, the user is the viewer. So if you look at all three fundamentals of the content industry, on the creator side, what centralization does is that it means that thousands of creators, filmmakers, producers, they don't get opportunities. Because wherever there is centralization, there is bias. There is the human element. As humans, we are lazy. If there is someone sitting in a leading video on demand platform and he is sourcing content production to a producer who's already delivered, this guy is not going to go and find a new producer for the next project. He's going to give it back to the same guy. Because as individuals, we are lazy. We go for the easy route. And that's why creators struggle, filmmakers struggle. 95% of the scripts that are done for TV and web series, they never get produced because they don't get the funding. So on the creator side, there's a huge gap. On the viewer side, as I said, the viewer wants power. The viewer wants to decide what's going to be produced. The viewer wants to feel part of the community. The viewer wants to own this great asset, which we call content. And on the platform side as well, this is proven now by stats and numbers that almost every big subscription-based video on demand platform in the world has been losing subscribers over the past 1 year. Have you all read about this? I'm sure you have around the news, different articles. Everyone, including the top brands like Netflix, are losing subscribers. Why? Because the viewer behavior is evolving. The viewer understands that he is the real power center. And unless and until you give the power back to the viewer, this trend will continue. We've already seen it in gaming, play to earn. If you told someone 4 years ago that one day there's going to be a time when the gamers are going to be earning just by playing, right? The traditional gaming companies would have said, what are you talking about? But in just the past 3 to 4 years, there is complete disruption. Now, gamers, majority of them are not interested in playing until they're earning. Play to earn is the new reality. And that's why we feel that watch to earn is the new reality, and it's going to come in and kick in and take over the world of content much sooner than people anticipate. So the disruption needs to happen on all four fundamental elements of the content industry. There is centralization on the financing side of the content industry. That needs to change. There is centralization on the production side of the content industry. That needs to change. There is centralization on the consumption side of content. That needs to change. And lastly, there is centralization on the distribution side of content. That also needs to change. What we're building in MContent for the past 1 year, we're about to have our first anniversary. Our token actually went live on the 11th of July, 2021. So for the past 1 year, this is an ecosystem that we've been trying to build that resolves all of these gaps together. And I think we've done phenomenally well. Right now, we have more than 600,000 registered users. We have our apps live on both the app stores. We have almost 165,000 active users as of now. These are spread all across the world. We've got global traction. And people love the watch to earn ecosystem that we've created. We have the live wallet functionality within the app. So imagine there is a platform where you come and consume content, exactly the same content that you can get on any other subscription-based video on demand platform. But here, the difference being that you're actually earning by consuming content. And within the same platform, you have your own decentralized wallet where you can not only earn the MContent tokens, but you can actually earn any other cryptocurrency. You can hold any other cryptocurrency that is on the same chain as ours, and you can also swap between them. That is, the way I look at it, projects like these are the ones that need to be encouraged by the overall crypto and blockchain industry, because these are the ones that are going to bring in mass adoption. Because what you're doing, we have actually created a product whereby a daily consumption product, which is TV, film, cinema, we brought it to the blockchain industry in a way that it is going to create so much mass adoption in the time to come. And that's why I say these are the kind of projects that need to be supported by the entire industry. Our achievements are again, in terms of how we've penetrated globally, in terms of how popular now we are across our social platforms. I'll just play this quick video with one of the most popular global creators. So I'll play two cases here explaining our platform. One is a digital creator, which is very famous, Supercar Blondie. She tries to explain what our platform is. And then we'll do another video, which is a filmmaker, a very famous filmmaker who's got tons of awards under him from a market like India, which is big on film. And then he also tries to explain what MContent is doing in his own way. So these two short videos I'm going to play. I hope you're going to enjoy them.
The rear view mirror is such a beautiful thing. It takes you back to where it all started. The passion, the energy, the drive, the potential to change this world. It all falls into place if you have the right mentor, the right platform, the right facilitator. Someone who could nurture your talent, provide you funding when you need it, and give you a global audience. I wasn't this lucky in my content creation journey, but if you're a content creator or filmmaker who wants to fast track your journey, just download the MContent platform. You can actually get funding for your dream project and get this, start earning from your very first view. You earn in MContent digital currency, which has the potential to increase in value over time. The future of content is already here. Download the MContent app now.
Yeah, I like the now. Let's download now, all of you. Anyway, so the second video I'm playing is of a filmmaker, and it is from one of the biggest film industries of the world, which is Bollywood. And we're also working on something similar in Hollywood as we speak. But this is one of the largest film industries in the world, which is India, the Indian market. And the person who is actually our brand ambassador over there, working with us as a mentor to provide opportunities to thousands of young filmmakers out there in India through decentralization, is Anurag. He's an award-winning filmmaker. And he has explained the problem of the film content industry in a very funny way, and I hope you like it.
सलाम नमस्ते केम छो सत श्री अकाल क्या बताऊं भाई फिल्म मेकरों का हाल रहते हैं फिल्म बनाने को ये पैशनेट प्रोड्यूसर्स ने किया है बड़ा फ्रस्ट्रेट
और फिर हीरो विलन का सारा सोना लेके शिप में जा रहा है विलन उसकी शिप पे मिसाइल की बारिश कर देता है डूबते हुए हीरो का ग्लोरियस स्लोमो ऑडियंस की आंखों में आंसू तभी स्क्रीन पे लिखा आता है WTF2 कमिंग सून
पापा हीरो का रोल मैं करूंगा
बट सर स्क्रिप्ट की डिमांड कैसे पूरी करूंगा
जब तक इस देश में सिनेमा है ये फिल्म प्रोड्यूस नहीं करेगा
ये निर्देशकों का लेखकों का फेट कहानी हाथ में लिए कर रहे हैं वेट कहानी में दम है
लेकिन प्रॉफिट थोड़ा कम है
सर एक बार फिल्म बन जाए सब हो जाएगा
न बेटा हमसे ना हो पाएगा सॉरी
कॉम्बो अजीब है स्टोरी और सॉरी का स्क्रिप्ट को प्रमोटरों से कौन बचाएगा
बॉस जरा ग्लैमर बढ़ाओ
बट सर द फिल्म इज अबाउट लाइफ के उतार चढ़ाव
अरे भाई जब कुछ दिखाओगे नहीं तो क्या घंटा कमाओगे
बिल्कुल कमाओगे तुम भी फिल्म बनाओगे वक्त जाएगा बदल बाप को दादा को भाई को सबको फिल्म मेकर बनाएगा तेरा Make your dream film a reality. Just download the MContent platform. Submit a pitch, get complete funding and mentorship. As a content creator, when you upload your video, you can start earning from your very first view in MContent digital currency, which has potential to increase in value over time. Download the world's first watch to earn platform now.
Yeah, so I think the people who understand Hindi here, I mean, like they really enjoyed this, but even for the others, what is happening here is that the guy is actually trying to explain the daily problems that a filmmaker faces. You know, there are so many centralized parties within the film industry. What is the blockchain supposed to do? The blockchain is supposed to decentralize existing industries and solve these problems. As far as I'm concerned, the way I look at it, the content industry is only about two entities. There are only two significant entities within the content industry. The transaction or the financial transaction is only happening between the two of them. One is the viewer, who's the most important one, and the second one is the creator or the producer of content. That's it. Everyone else in this journey, whether it is a large platform, a large OTT platform like Netflix, whether it is a distributor, whether it is a studio, whether it is a big financing company, all of them are irrelevant, right? And the reason why all of them are making money in this journey or in this ecosystem is because of the centralization. And one day blockchain, it's either going to be us or someone else. But one day the blockchain is going to solve this. And the blockchain will make sure that there is a circular economy in which the entire financial transaction that is happening will stay between these two entities only. You know, on YouTube, is any one of you a YouTube content creator who makes content on YouTube, has a channel? No YouTubers here? Okay, so if you're, oh yeah, there you are. So do you get monetized on YouTube for the content that you produce? Do you see ads on your content or not yet? You do get some money, okay. Okay, so he's one of the lucky ones, because I'll tell you that 98% of the YouTubers, they never make it to the level where they start getting monetized, because you need to get to a certain level of subscribers, watch hours, they never get there. Secondly, the other problem is that what you don't know is that YouTube actually keeps 45% of the money that they earn on advertising. You only get 55, right? So with the blockchain, with decentralization, what we are trying to create is that even me as the founder of this ecosystem has nothing, has no power. That entire $100, if it's getting generated through advertising, is going to stay within this circular economy, which means that it is going to be redistributed between the creator and the viewer. Why should anyone else make money? There are only two entities that are important, right? And this was the disruption that Bitcoin did. People tend to forget why Bitcoin became successful. It's not because it went from $200 to $60,000. No, it's because they solved a basic centralization issue, which was P2P transactions. There was centralized parties that were controlling that transaction. The disruption that Bitcoin brought was that party A to party B, there's a direct transaction happening. No one can stop it. No one has control over it. It's only those two entities. And exactly the same thing we are doing with content. And you'll see how this industry is going to evolve and be affected by this disruption. So yes, we're doing a lot of content. It's not just digital creator content that we've produced. We've actually produced a lot of films. We've done some really popular documentary films, including the documentary film that we did on the Ripple versus SEC saga, which became extremely popular. We are producing the world's first animated cartoon series related to crypto. We are doing the world's first comedy show on crypto, which is like a Friends of crypto that is being produced right now in Dubai. We are working on our first Hollywood film. We are working on some short film projects in India, as I told you about. There's a lot. We're doing a lot of work with digital creators as well. We're actually bringing digital creators who always wanted to do film, but never had the funding opportunity to go into serious film. And we are facilitating that transition as we speak. This is one of the most popular projects that MContent has done over the past 1 year. I'll just quickly play this.
This is the biggest case we've ever seen in crypto. The SEC suing Ripple hit XRP holders like a train.
XRP was supposed to be my retirement.
All cryptocurrency holders should be concerned. Someone's got to stand up. I think I'm going to sue the SEC.
So yes, and there is a lot more, there's a lot related to Web3, because we feel the reason why we're producing a lot of content related to Web3 and crypto is because we feel there's a lot of mass awareness that still is required in the industry. We feel mass adoption is not going to come by people sitting on YouTube or Twitter and talking about Bitcoin charts going up and down. Mass adoption is going to come through genuine entertainment, genuine art. It's going to come through genuine content that we create around the crypto industry, gonna come with film. So yeah, since I'm running short of time, so we have now almost 200 million plus subscribers in terms of all the creators who have moved onto our platform, who started creating their accounts and their profiles on the MContent ecosystem. So it's growing really fast. Some huge partnerships in there. We've been talked about some of the largest publications globally over the past 1 year. I would just like to end with the Cineverse, because again, we feel that even the cinema industry needs a disruption. Why does cinema have to be consumed in a cinema? And we've done this experiment where we've created a Web3 cinema. We've taken it to places like a beach, schools, colleges, places where people with limited abilities or disabilities are actually studying, and we've provided that cinema experience to them. And the scalability of cinema on Web3 is huge. And just before I end, I would like to ask one of you to volunteer, because we would like to showcase the Web3 cinema here. My colleague Frankie will just come up. So just one volunteer. If quickly, I just want you guys to see what we've created in terms of the tech. Okay, so we're running short of time, but you can come to our stall at any time, and all the guys are there to show you the Cineverse, and I think it's a very important part of what we're doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. One more time for Umair Masoom, ladies and gentlemen.